It's official, guys. We finally have it. Official, out there from the club itself. Declan Rice is an Arsenal player. We've all seen it come in for like the last 17 years, it feels like, but it just wasn't getting announced. But finally, it is done. They did a kind of live... I don't think it was a live event. I think they streamed a recorded thing, but it was fascinating. I've never seen anything like this from Arsenal, let alone another club, actually. But it was just their training centre, their kind of meeting room. You can see it in the thumbnail here. I would show you this clip, but the funny thing is, right, I actually recorded a live reaction to this. I was shaking some rice. What am I doing? Guys, in less than a... But they claimed it. They claimed the video. I think they're trying to earn back the 105 million somehow. Clearly, ad revenue. That would take a long time. I wish I could earn 105 million through just my videos. But yeah, I did a full-on like reaction to this live, and I can't post it. So yeah, it was fascinating. So I'm just going to talk about it after the fact. Basically, it started with all the players walking in, finding their seats. Some players didn't have seats. Cedric was on the floor, bless him. I think it was Okonkwo, the goalkeeper, come in, tried to find a seat. And I think most of them were kind of like, they don't seem to have names on them, but they're kind of like, this is always where this player sits. And he kind of walked off to the side and sat down. Oh, I felt so bad for the guy. He's like 6'8" and his head was sticking out. But such a really cool event to see. And Arteta started talking about how they're going to review what happened in Germany, the pre-season training they've just been on. And then he goes, but first, let's welcome our new signings. You could see Timber was in the background. We saw him announced yesterday. But then the camera panned over, and sitting next to Ramsdale was Declan Rice. And I've got a clip of it here, which should be okay. It's on Twitter.
I would like to obviously welcome our additions to the club, our family. Declan, welcome to the family.
And there he is. Number 41, confirmed. And then he said something.
Anything you would like to say?
Yeah, I'll say a few
And
words.
my dogs are barking.
Obviously, first day, I'm really looking forward to playing with you all, to sharing many good moments together. Obviously, see what you guys have been doing the last couple of seasons. So I'm really looking forward to getting started and hopefully enjoying a few trophies together.
I love that. This was a huge move in his career. Declan Rice is one of the top players, okay? One of the best players in his position in the world. It's difficult to really say that, but for sure, at his age, there isn't many better than him. And he could have gone to Man City. They did make an offer. I'm sure it was partly to drive up the price, but also because they would have wanted him. And he could have guaranteed trophies pretty much from the get-go. Let's face it, they're most likely going to retain the Premier League. They could easily win the Champions League again. They could go and genuinely do the treble 2 seasons in a row. There is nothing stopping them, in my opinion. They could even do the quadruple. So to him, this is a massive decision to come to Arsenal. And I'm sure in those talks with Arteta, that would have come up. Trophies. That's what he wants his career to be defined by. It's not like he supports Arsenal. It's not like he grew up as an Arsenal fan. He appreciates Arsenal. He loves the way we play and clearly really likes what Arteta's been doing with the club. And he wanted to be a part of this project. But for sure, he wants to win trophies. And the very first thing he says in this pre-season meeting, his first day at the club, is, I'm really excited to be here. And he was always going to finish it with and let's hope we win some trophies together. A little bit later, we heard from Timber as well, saying hi to everyone and that he was really happy to be here, honoured to be here. But yeah, Arsenal finally started tweeting about it at 1 o'clock. There is the usual picture, although it's not in the usual signing contract room, but they always do this pose. Declan Rice. Unbelievable, guys. It really is. It's about time, though. I want to talk about what happened. Almost 60,000 retweets already. Why was there a delay? We all knew that it was coming. We all knew that Declan Rice was an Arsenal player. It was just a matter of when are they going to announce it? And I think I want to say that Arsenal have been a little bit petty here. I think that they've clearly struggled to agree a fee with West Ham for the multiple weeks that it dragged on. They didn't want to pay 105 million. There's no way. But they had to get their main target. And reports are coming out now that Declan was the signing and there wasn't necessarily a backup if we didn't get him. We were going to get him. We're going for him. And if we didn't get him, we start over. It was just written, okay? We had to get Declan Rice this summer. So paying 105 million is just what it took. And I think that then, because it's in installments, we know that Arteta, Edu, the staff would have agreed to pay the 105 million. It was then about the structure, and that's what went on for a while. Clearly, it's going to be in installments, whether it's 33 million for 3 years, every 12 months, basically, and then the 5 million in add-ons, achievable add-ons. But either way, I think they've delayed it to the very last minute. Declan was on extended holiday after his triumph with West Ham in Europe. Great moment for him. What a moment to end his career there at. Really, really good. But if he's on holiday, what's the point in getting the deal done weeks ahead of time? We've technically potentially saved 200 grand a week. Okay, just remember, until he signed that deal, he wasn't getting paid by Arsenal. So I think they just delayed it until the very last minute. Tomorrow we go to the US pre-season tour, and clearly Declan, Timber, Havertz will obviously be there as well. So it was just last day that we could do it. And turns out that's what it took, I guess, just to drag it out a little bit. It's going to be an issue for West Ham, finding a replacement for Declan Rice. We've been there before when Arsenal have been, a selling club. When clubs know you've got big money from selling, they will ask for big fees. I'm hearing they're going to go for, Edson Alvarez from Ajax. There's going to be probably 100 rumours for different midfielders to replace Declan Rice, who is now an Arsenal player. But each club they approach, they're going to say, oh, hi, West Ham. 105 million, you say? We would like 60 million for this 20 million pound player. It's going to be very difficult for them to replace Declan Rice. Very difficult for them to replace Declan Rice for a fair value. They'll get it done. I'm sure they'll get someone in. I think Zakaria was linked as well. And maybe it'd be smart for them to do a loan instead of a full-on purchase at this point, so they can avoid the hype, the hysteria around this amount of money. But good luck to them. I don't mind West Ham, honestly. It's not a problem. I hope that this wasn't Arsenal being petty, but I think it probably was. It was because we could just delay the fee and delay it just a little bit longer. But it is official, guys. Declan Rice is going to be wearing an Arsenal shirt next season, confirmed. Not that it wasn't going to happen. We all knew. It's very exciting. Where is he going to play? Is he going to be playing in that holding midfield role? Is he going to let Havertz kind of drift into that 8 role? Or is he going to play the Xhaka 8 role next season and have Partey still sitting in the middle? It just gives us options. And I should talk about Timber as well, because he joined yesterday. They've obviously covered a lot of that over the last 24 hours. Really excited about this deal as well, because what you've got with Timber, again, is just versatility. And I think that, he could even drift into midfield. When you put in Havertz, who is also versatile, and Rice, it's just such an Arteta Arsenal transfer window so far. But the question is, are we actually done? Is it done? I've got a feeling there's still going to be more to come. Really happy that he's taken the number 41 shirt. I think that's great. He's next to Saliba and Havertz here. But it's official, and I'm so happy it's finally over, because this has gone on far too long. The most expensive British signing in history, and it's an Arsenal player. I used to dream of these days. Genuinely, dream of this. It's very, very exciting, and I loved the way they announced it. They've got a kind of promo 50-second clip here, which I'm not going to watch just in case it gets claimed as well. I can't believe they claimed my video, man. I put so much time and effort into it. It was just so cool to see it kind of live streamed like this. Very, very strange. But it was cool. It's so funny that Cedric doesn't have a seat. You're gone, mate. You're absolutely gone. But it's done. Thank you for watching, guys. I even got my rice prop, a bag of rice. I think it's out of date now. We bought that during COVID, I think. I think it's probably out by now. But Declan Rice, Arsenal player, number 41 confirmed. It's a very exciting time to be an Arsenal fan. It really is. And I'm just wondering what happens now.